Well, a deadlock tie between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton as the latest general election poll finds that 38% of likely voters support each candidate equally. But some Democratic strategists are saying that Clinton is no match for Donald Trump. One anyway. Well, here to weigh in, associate editor of The Hill, A.B. Stoddard. It is great to see you this morning.
Great to see you, Tucker.
So there was a piece in the Daily Caller, an interview with Mudcat Saunders, the sort of hero of Appalachian Democrats and a former campaign strategist for the Jim Webb presidential campaign, who said, and I think I'm quoting now, Donald Trump will beat Hillary Clinton like a baby seal because he will pull in voters who have never voted Republican before. Do you buy that?
Well, if the election were held today, the Tide poll that you just cited as a total outlier, the polls will tighten and they will change, and Trump will close the gap somewhat, if not completely. But right now, that poll is standing out on the side here, as most of the polls show are crushing him, and Donald Trump would be the baby seal if the election were held today. But that said, there is, to start with, I think, a certain group of Bernie Sanders supporters who are vigorously anti-trade and believe that you can't accept any corporate money and that only Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are pure, and they're not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, and they probably will vote for Donald Trump if they don't stay home. There is another group, of course, of sort of disaffected, burnt out, frustrated, and angry Democrats and independents who believe that Hillary is the establishment. She's the ultimate incumbent. She's yesterday's news. She's been a part of the system forever, and that Donald Trump is going to come in and shake things up, and that he's the only hope. And so, yes, he's going to get those independents and Democrats as well. And finally, if you just look at Hillary Clinton's polling, the only reason that we're not talking about how bad it is because Donald Trump's is so much more abysmal than Hillary Clinton's. But the NBC Wall Street Journal pollster was cited in the Post last week saying her numbers are historic, terrible, and disqualifying. So if you think about what that means to sort of the general public, we saw a poll that says that people are going to sit out the election because they don't like either of them. But Hillary's negatives are going to be a factor for Trump if he can play it right.
Well, consider it thematically. I mean, I think everything you said sounds right to me. But consider it this way. In a year of profound voter discontent, anxiety about the economy, you come down to the basic choice you have in all elections, which is between staying the course and switching things up. You know, stay the same or something different. In that scenario, Trump really is kind of rewriting what it means to be a Republican, and Hillary's running on Obama's legacy. So isn't she more of the same?
Well, look, George Herbert Walker Bush was the first person in half a century or something, or even more time, to win the White House for his party, win a third term for his party for the White House. History would show that Hillary cannot win the White House because Obama's an unpopular president, although his numbers are creeping up right now, and that certainly people are going to vote for change. Obviously, Donald Trump is the agent of change in this election in a matchup against Hillary Clinton, and she is not. She's a third term of Obama. I think it goes two ways. Voters are most concerned with the economy and with their security. If the economy starts to look bad, that's really going to help Donald Trump. If there's a bunch of national security incidents that really make people scared, Donald Trump remains unspecific and sort of scattershot in his explanation of how he's going to take down ISIS so fast, quote, your head will spin. That helps Hillary.
Interesting. A.B. Stoddard, adding some clarity to a muddy debate. It's great to see you this morning.
Thank you.